Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports alongside Alex Weinberg. I'm Sean McGraw, and for the first time this year, we are at Rhinebeck High School this winter as the Panthers get set to face the MLK Tigers. And even though both are 1-2, both teams have some pretty good players. Keyshawn Smith for MLK and Ryan Ramos for Rhinebeck. Should be a good matchup. One's a guard, one's a center.
Yeah, Keyshawn had 6 blocks and 9 rebounds in his first game of the year for MLK. He looks to have a big defensive presence. Even though he hasn't scored a lot, he's going to really factor in keeping them below 40, something they've struggled to score above this year. The recipe for them, I'd say, going forward is to score above 40. In their win against Edgemont, they scored 69 points and were able to pull off a win there. I think that's the key going forward.
As both teams are 1-2, and Rhinebeck beating Edgemont in the consolation of the Alexander Hamilton tournament. So when we get back, we'll have the opening tip-off next here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Alex Weinberg. I'm Sean McGraw. The tip tipped by MLK, but then Ryan Ramos got the ball and rebounded by Keyshawn Smith, and MLK will bring it up. Both teams 1-2.
Quick start to the game. Offensive break, fast break for Rhinebeck, just unable to capitalize.
3 off the back of the rim, miss for Romello Fazan, and rebounded and brought up by Roman Heaton. And that shot will be off the back iron, no good. Rebounded and dished out to Heaton in the corner. His 3 is good.
Great start for Rhinebeck.
A late call by the official, but clearly a 3, and Rhinebeck's up 3-0.
You need those type of starts early in the game, get some momentum on your side to carry it on later into that next quarters.
Good play by Scott DeVore to get it to Heaton. 2 and a travel on MLK, so a turnover. It'll be Rhinebeck ball up 3-0 with 59 seconds gone by in this first quarter.
Keyshawn's a big player. He's obviously going to have that defensive presence. He just has to be careful with his travels here. You don't want to make too many sloppy turnovers that dooms you in this game.
Especially with Rhinebeck making the early shot already. They could go up 6 or 5-0. Instead, it's a turnover. A good play by MLK's Aaron Adonis, and they'll push it, and rejected by Scott DeVore. Heaton had a chance for another bucket. Instead, they kick it, and front iron, no good. Greenland, nobody boxes them out, and that's good.
They had to rebound that ball if they have any chance in this game. They have a big rebounder in Keyshawn Smith, but he just wasn't there aggressive enough to get that board.
They just looked at each other, did the Tigers, and Greenland gets the rebound and the 2 points, and it's 5-0. Rhinebeck pitching a 1 and 45-second shutout so far, as MLK gets the offensive rebound, and they'll reset it for the moment. A long pass, thought about the long 3. Instead, the shot is good. 2 points
what
for
a beautiful
Adonis.
Yeah, what a beautiful pass there to find him the wide open man. He didn't take the 3 right away, but a nice basket coming inside.
Heaton passes to Ramos, thought about the 3, passes to Greenland. Instead, Keyshawn Smith knocked it out. Back to Ramos, back to Greenland, and 3 in the key. It'll go to MLK, 5-2, 5:41 left in the first quarter. Fast-paced game so far.
Yeah, some sloppy turnovers by both teams. You want to limit those if you want to stay in this game and keep a lead, as Rhinebeck hopes to get another win on the year, become 2-2.
Way wide on that 3 was Adonis, somehow saving it. That ball was halfway out. Instead, they let him play, and he saved it. Did Roos the third, and that one misses. And rebound number 2 for DeVore. And Rhinebeck will push. Ramos pulls up 3, and it is off the backboard and no good. And Greenland, another rebound. He misses it, and it is MLK who will bring it up.
They got to hit some shots early if they want to extend their lead.
A lot of misses so far. Both teams, they're pushing the ball. 4:47 to go.
Yeah, to the point, they're being able to push the ball. They just haven't been able to finish those chances.
Ramos' shot looks a little off. Not the 19 he scored against Alexander Hamilton in the only win. And 2 points for MLK's Romella Fazan. And sloppy play by Rhynek as they turn it over. And missing it, but rebounding it was DeVore. He's got 3 rebounds. Rhynek should slow it down.
Almost another basket for Romella Fazan. He's averaging 22.7 points per game for the Tigers.
Miss by Heaton. 30-second timeout. MLK, 4:08 to go, 5-4 lead. A good timeout by Coach Lorenzo. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports. 4:08 left. First timeout of the game by either team, taken by Coach Victor Lorenzo and MLK. Just 9 players healthy, as five on the court now and 4 on the bench.
Fazan with the ball.
And they pass out to Adonis, who has 2 of the 4 points. Passes and working it to the middle. Good ball movement, looking to, as they took advantage of the timeout, but in the end, Ramos made the steal with about 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and a foul, first of the game. There's a ball right behind the curtain. I'm surprised they haven't picked that up there. Almost went right into it.
A great steal by Ramos there. To push it, they're going to keep the fast break going. Shoot 2, pile on, to extend their lead.
I think you know who the foul was on?
I think number 23.
First free throw is good for Greenland. He's got 3 points. So him and Heaton both have 3 points. A 3 from Heaton and a free throw and a 2 for there, as Keyshawn Smith will check out. He'll be replaced by Noah Gonzalez. First foul. Second one is good. I think the first foul was on Erwing Roos, his first. First foul of the game, actually. Took about 4.5 minutes for the first foul. That's kind of late. Usually there's more. A long 3 off the back iron, no good for Adonis. Ramos has it. He passes, and off the backboard, and a foul. First foul of the game against Rhynek, and it'll go against Roman Heaton. His first, team's first.
Adonis is usually a good shooter, shooting 42% through 2 games. Just wasn't able to hit the shot there. He does it all around. He's had 18 points per game, 6.5 assists. He really spreads the ball well for the team.
Got 2 of the 4 so far. Has missed a couple shots already. A good amount. He goes to the hole behind the back pass from Adonis, and that's a free, shooting a 3 as the ref heard the contact. Roman Heaton with 2 quick fouls.
What a pass there. To find the open man, kick it out to Fazan. It's going to take 3 shots.
Actually, Adonis made the nice pass behind the back to Noah Gonzalez,
and
who then kicked it out to Fazan, who will shoot 3. And they weren't going to call the foul, but because of the way that
he fell,
Fazan's body hit the floor, the contact, they had to make it. And we'll get our first sub of the game for the Panthers.
It looked like
You're supposed to wait, but the table doesn't know that. There's 3 shots, so you have to wait there. They'll take 2 more. They wanted to put the sub in with 1, but this one, I think it distracted.
It's always the second
Fazan.
last free throw, yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, it's always right before the last free throw.
Yeah, right before the last free throw.
And they wanted to put him in with 2 left, and instead, as Evan Falco comes in for Heaton, that had to distract Fazan. Because he's 0 for 2, that would be bad, and that was must make, because you don't want to go to the line for 3 and miss all 3.
Yeah, that's just a useless possession.
7-5. Greenland has 4. Keaton has 3, Faison has 3, and Adonis has 2 for MLK. Good defense as Falco, who just came in the game, is pushed.
Foul on Adonis?
I think 5, number 5. Shamel McIntosh, his first. T in second. 2 fouls by both teams now. Heaton with the 2. Kicked out Greenland for 3. Back of the iron, no good. Rebounded and pushed up by Roos the third, and it's stolen back by Ramos. He's pushing it, and he's fouled.
Very eventful game so far. Just quick possessions, either steals, fast break points just haven't been going in.
McIntosh's second foul already. They should sub him out. They just realized he's 3 fouls, 2 of them on McIntosh, and Coach Lorenzo couldn't get a sub in quick enough, didn't know who to put in, and he still didn't put anyone in, so McIntosh will play with 2 fouls. Hasn't really done anything on the offensive side, but the guy gets 3 fouls in the first quarter. You're going to play the rest of the half, basically. That shot, 2 shots.
They have to run this offense through Faison. He's a great player. I mean, he went to the line, hit 1 for 3, but he'll hit those shots if you give it to him, and shooting at 39%.
Greenland with his first foul. At Rhinebeck, they don't put the player and the foul up on the scoreboard, so you got to really pay attention when the refs across the gym are giving to know who the foul was on. But first, Faison, now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. As he was 1 for 3 after the 3, but if he makes this, we're tied at 7.
Nice way to rebound after going 1 for 3 on those free throws.
Ramos, double dribble. Well, travel, picked it up.
A ton of turnovers here for Rhinebeck. It's really allowed MLK to come back in this game. They've had so many chances from the arc, and they just haven't been able to knock them through. Turning the ball over, it's just hurt them.
Justin Cantu in the game. He replaces Cole Otis. And Cantu passes to Ramos. Ramos drives it, and he rejected. Clean swat for Adonis. He'll get it and bring it up. Travel. 1:24 to go in this first quarter. 7-7. Very sloppy play so far.
Very.
You can tell it's just the 4th game of the season, but it looks like it's the first game.
MLK, they're coming down the court quickly. They just keep making these sloppy passes. Players for Rhinebeck, so, like Ramos, have been making quick steals and then turning the ball over again, and it's just been a steady pace of turnovers for both teams.
Noah Gonzalez, his first, team's 4th. 1:12 left in this first quarter. Still, and another turnover by Rhinebeck, and a steal once again. Playing great D is Adonis. He had a block, he has a steal, and now he draws a foul.
Yeah, he's averaging, through 2 games, he's averaging 4 steals a game. It shows his athleticism. Yeah,
that's big, though. That's second on Corey Greenland.
Wow.
Let's see if they're looking for somebody to put him in. Coach Vecchione looking down his bench and does not find anybody, so Greenland will stay in. He's got 4 points and 2 fouls now. 2 starters, both with 2 each, and Greenland with the steal, and he'll lay it in. So 6 points for Greenland, and he'll keep him in for the quarter despite the 2 fouls. 9-7, Rhinebeck.
Yeah, about time a team capitalized on one of those turnovers. Just a bunch of missed fast break points, sloppy turnovers after the steals.
Timeout. Should have called timeout there, but instead they get a break as it goes off MLK. I think he called timeout, but not loud enough to Vecchio.
Yeah, Coach Lorenzo runs a tough press, and as you saw before, Reinach was having a hard time getting past half court.
It's what's kept MLK in the game.
They got bailed out on that play.
Well, Reinach did, yeah.
Yeah.
But MLK's been in the game because of the turnovers they forced
Off
the press, and basically they haven't been able to capitalize, but they've been the more they've done that, the less they've had a chance. And they said they changed the call, so Reinach, it looked like it was Reinach ball, but then he said they knocked it off the Reinach player, so MLK gets it. They could have held for the last shot, but we see them with their fast-paced offense. Ramos pulls up and he will in and out. So 35-second shot clock. There was 33 seconds MLK could have held for the last shot. Instead, Reinach then gets a steal. They could have. And now MLK will go to the line. 2 more free throws. So Faison will have shot 7 free throws now. And right now he is 3 for 5.
Tough break by Ramos. That just went in and out to make it a 2-score game. Just a rough.
He's really struggled from the field. Last year he was one of their top scorers. He had 19 and was all-tournament team against in the Hamilton tournament. And he is like he's missed, I think, 3 threes and a couple twos, like 0 for 5, 0 for 6 so far. And Faison, back of the iron, no good. Could have made them both. We could have ended the quarter.
Tied.
Yeah, 8.7 seconds to go.
What Ramos has done to make up for his bad shooting performance so far are those steals. He's a couple steals on the game and then pushed the ball for Reinach.
That one's good. 9 seconds to go. It'll be brought up here by Cantu. Pass to Greenland, wide open. A little tough to handle pass. And Cantu at the buzzer, and it's good! 3-pointer! Justin Cantu just hauls it up at the buzzer. Thank you for window shopping. And it is 12-8 Reinach at the end of 1. We'll be right back here on LMC Varsity Sports. And that's a Play of the Week nominee. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Alex Weinberg, our cameraman Rob Moretti, who's also the LMC Varsity Sports producer. That 3 is off the back of the iron. And it'll be off of MLK. Our other cameraman Matt Meyerson and Sean Kelly. I'm Charlie McGraw, as it is 8-12 Reinach over MLK, and Cantu, who hit the 3 at the buzzer off the, kind of went back to him, and then he just chucked it up at the buzzer, and he made it off the back, and just was behind the line for the 3.
Yeah, it was a big shot to give him that 2-score lead going into the end of the quarter. Let's see if they can continue to build that lead. They've just been going back and forth with turnovers so far in that first quarter, no real offensive momentum. The offense so far has been run through Adonis. Seems like he has the ball every play, making big plays for MLK.
Keyshawn Smith was in the 3 in the key. It was more like 13 in the key.
Yeah, he's a big presence. He just can't make those sloppy turnovers, hurting MLK's success, like you saw that turnover in the first quarter.
Faison with another basket. He's got 8 points and 2 twos, and Ramos gets on the board. Ryan Ramos for Reinach, as Faison's got 2 twos and 4 free throws, 4 of 7 from the free throw line.
The two teams trading baskets very quickly, unlike what we saw in the first quarter.
14-10, 3 off the front iron, no good. As he's gone cold, has Adonis. Greenland fouled by Noah Gonzalez, his second, team's 5th.
Got to keep those fouls to a minimum. They don't have a lot of bench players to go to.
And just their they'll get their 8th of 9 players in. Jacob Rivas, he'll come in for the first time. Greenland gets Keyshawn Smith with the foul.
What's their 6th foul, right?
6 and 6. Next is the bonus. 2 shots for Greenland. So only 2 guys have taken free throws. That's guy at the free throw line right now, Corey Greenland, who's now 2 of 3, and Romela Faison, who's 4 of 7 from MLK. The only 2 guys in the game so far who've shot free throw attempts. And this one is good.
It's a telling sign of who the offense is run through. They're both big, quick point guards who can shoot the ball well. Both teams like to run through their speedy point
There's
guards.
Faison missing a layup. And Ramos couldn't score in the first quarter, but he's got 4 here in the second. And it is 17-10, and this is a dangerous time. A long 3 for Keyshawn Smith. Air ball off of Rivas. And a dangerous time for MLK because Rhinebeck, at the half it was 12, after 1 it was 12-8. Now they're up 17-10. Rhinebeck can build a lead here. They can almost not put it away yet, but build a big enough lead, and that'll help. That won't, though, travel.
Yeah, the key, what made it close after 1 was the struggling performance by Ramin Ramos. He's picking it up of late, and that's why you see that push for Rhinebeck. He's a big part of what they're trying to accomplish this year.
Checking in for the first time for Rhinebeck will be Michael Barberi. And that free throw, that was good passing, good ball movement by MLK, but missing the shot was Greenland for Rhinebeck, and putting it in was Barberi. Barberi scored it. It was either him or Cole Hodis, but it was Barberi who got the rebound and put it in after just coming in the game.
He hit that big 3 at the end of the last quarter.
No, that was Justin Cantor. Yeah, number 14. Barberi just came in the game. I think the foul was on. I think Ramos is first. Team's 8th, so they'll be in the bonus.
Faison at the line again.
He made that basket there. An N1 for Faison. And he has 10 points and can't make it 11 because he's now 4 of 8, 50% from the free throw line. Ramos misses a layup. Barberi trying to draw a foul. And Greenland on the floor. Greenland with the rebound. Barberi with the rebound.
Ton of fouls so far. 7 for both teams. Heading to the line is Greenland.
Greenland. Once again, just Greenland and Faison though at the free throw line. 1 and 1. He misses it.
High pass.
Will be saved by MLK. 19-12 Rhinebeck. Both teams in the bonus now. Both teams have a couple players with fouls, and the layup is good. Adonis, he's got to do that more as he's one of their best players, but he only has 4 points. Good pass. The 3 off the back of the iron. Good play by Ramos. Wrestling for the ball is Ramos. He'll be picked up by MLK. Getting away with the travel was Faison, and he'll be fouled.
He's been hit hard this game.
1 and 1.
On that 3, he got hit hard. Gets hit hard again too, and he's going to the line to shoot 2.
Foul on Cole Hodis. Cole Hodis' second. Team's 8th, and it'll be 1-1 for Faizan. And we will be right back. LMC Varsity Sports 19-14, 3:51 to go. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the timeout. Faizan's free throw good. He is now 5 of 9. Number 10 here, 5 of 9 for Faizan. 6 of 10. Nothing but net on both of them. And Faizan has 12 points, lead all scorers. 19-16. He's got 12 of 16 points for the Tigers. We got a foul.
I did not see a foul there. It's going to be 1-1 again, though.
Noah Gonzalez is third. It's amazing, though. We were just talking about it when we had a break there. There was no fouls called in the first 4.5 minutes. And since then, there's been 16 fouls called. So 3.5 minutes plus the 4.5. So in the last 8 minutes, there's been 16, as that one is good for Adonis. 16 fouls called, as opposed to the first 4.5, there was none. It's crazy. I don't think the play's gotten more physical where there's been more fouls. They're just starting to call them more.
Yeah, and they got to slow it down. Rhinebeck needs to slow it down. So many sloppy turnovers. It's brought them close.
Wow.
And now they just take the lead there.
Adonis has 7 points in the quarter, all in the last 2 or 3 minutes, and it's 9 for the game for Adonis. Just the two scores, Adonis and Faizan, 21 points to MLK, and they're beating. They were down 19-12, and we were talking about
pulling ahead, yeah.
Talking about pulling ahead and putting them away up 19-12. Instead, it's now 21-21 as Corey Greenland has 9 points, and Coach Vecchione calls his second timeout. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports as Rhinebeck and MLK are tied at 21. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, another timeout. Thought it was taken by Rhinebeck, but they charged it to MLK. I'm pretty sure it was taken by Rhinebeck. And that one's intercepted. Bad pass by Adonis. Intercepted. Almost intercepted right back as Heaton.
It is intercepted, but they're going to call it foul.
Foul on Heaton.
Going to the line.
Noah Gonzalez will go to the line, and that'll be Heaton's third foul. Roman Heaton has a 3, and he's a good three-point shooter, but 3 fouls.
If they keep this up, Rhinebeck's not going to have, they have a big bench, but they're not going to have any players left with this foul, with these number of fouls so far.
MLK too, and Gonzalez bricks the free throw. Nice rebound by MLK. 3-4 rebounds in a row. He can't put it back in, and missing it was Faizan.
Just unable to capitalize.
Another turnover. How many turnovers is that now? And they pass it ahead, and it'll be laid in by Faizan. Got away with a walk.
Faizan averages 7.7 rebounds per game. He just got 4 there.
Rebounded by Adonis, and he throws it away. 1:55 left, 23-21 MLK.
I mean, the number of turnovers, the number of fouls, the number of missed shots, it's keep piling on for both teams. Just been a strange game so far.
And what's even weirder, kind of, 16 points for Faizan. Actually, no, 14 points for Faizan and 9 points for Adonis. All 23 points, 2 guys.
I don't think anyone else can shoot on that team. Just got to run the offense through those guys.
Rhinebeck has 5 different scores. Foul.
Faizan's going to get the foul call there.
He didn't like it either. He asked the official. 2 shots for Cantu, who had the 3 at the buzzer to end the first quarter. Looking to tie it at 23. and he makes the first.
Reineck tries to tie it up with this basket if he can hit this free throw here. 22-23.
Cantu swish. He's got 5, 2 for 2 from the line. First player besides Greenland to take a free throw. Intercepted, another turnover, MLK. And Greenland makes it 11 points now for Greenland. Timeout, MLK. And we will be right back as Reineck with exactly a minute and a half remaining lead, 25-23. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Alex Weinberg, I'm Charlie McGraw, and they can't get it in following their own timeout. And good pass, Ramos to Cantu. And the 3 is off the back iron, no good. Gonzalez with the big rebound. Cantu has 7 now. They finally slow it down. Pass. Thought about it. Back. Inside. Nice 2. Made 16 points for Romello Faison. He's got 5 2s and 6 free throws. 27-25 Reineck, 45 seconds to go.
Great game so far for Faison.
Ramos in and out. Rebounded. Second differential and a
Travel.
Yep. Should have called timeout there and held for 1 shot. Well, there was a second differential between the shot and game. They had the ball, they got it, and as soon as they got it, they traveled and turned it over. Although we know MLK is not going to hold for the last shot. Offensive.
Adonis isn't happy about that call.
Aaron Adonis, his first double bonus time. But it's a offensive foul does not count as a free throw. When you do an offensive foul, it's not shooting. Coach is not happy.
30 seconds left. I think they're gonna hold, if they're smart, hold for the last basket. Go into the half with the lead.
Technical foul on Coach Victor Lorenzo. So Coach Victor Lorenzen with the technical called by the official. He did get very upset. And Ramos just can't buy a point as he had those 2 layups, but he's missed a ton of shots, including that free throw. Although it's hard just being, as he makes the second one, just being all alone on that free throw line.
Yeah.
It's very precious, yeah. Especially since Lorenzen was still yelling at the official.
Yeah, as we speak.
While he's shooting.
As we speak, he's still yelling at his team.
Sometimes officials make mistakes and stuff, but that tee was definitely warranted. Got to agree with them on that one. And Reineck finally holding for the last shot. Ramos playing, dribbling between his legs. The shot, Cantu in the corner, no good. He could have had 2 threes at the end of the quarters. Good play to keep it in Adonis.
2.5 seconds left.
Here is where that timeout was. Looked like the timeouts was wrong on the clock. That before they gave one of Reineck's timeouts to there, and they maybe would have called one here, draw something up. Instead, they throw it in, and it's off the backboard, front of the iron, and no good for Faison.
Almost another play of the week candidate.
He would have had 19 points in the first half if he could make that, but as we stand, he has 16. Adonis has 9, and Greenland leads all Reineck scores with 11. So we'll be right back for the second half as Reineck and MLK have a good game, 28-25 Reineck. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, start of the second half alongside Alex Weinberg. I'm Charlie McGraw, 28-25. and Rhinebeck will bring it up. As the two sides have switched baskets to they're shooting at. Now going left to right is Rhinebeck. And that one is good. Roman Heaton.
He started the game, but didn't see a lot of action.
Because of his 3 fouls.
Sloppy. Turnover.
Not the start MLK wanted. They had to not turn it over, and they do travel though Greenland.
Could be a continuation of the first half with all these turnovers. I hope not, for the sake of the viewers here. But 2 quick turnovers by both teams. It's MLK ball.
Nearly another turnover by MLK. They somehow get it across the timeline. 8 seconds and another turnover. So they've had the ball twice and turned it over both times. Ramos will bring it forward and he'll score the layup. He's got 7 points. That was assisted by Falco. Evan Falco got the rebound and threw a nice pass. That 3 in the corner is no good.
Unable to capitalize on open threes.
Ramos. He's got 9 now. 4 of 9 already in this first 120, and that one is good.
What a beautiful move.
Romello Faizan.
Steals it again, but it's a foul on the floor.
His second. Faizan.
He's a big part of their success.
Oh, actually, it was an offensive foul on Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
Was it on Heaton? I think it was, and that's his 4th. So Heaton's out.
I think he could
We
be out
both thought
for
it
a
was
little
on
while.
Faizan. Instead, it was on Heaton. A legal screen on Heaton. So a big play for MLK. I think MLK even thought, and it goes off of Falco.
It's going to stay, though.
So Faizan just has 2. He's got 18 points as Romello Faizan.
The junior could be, Ronan Heaton could be out for a little while after getting his 4th foul.
Should be. He'll probably be out this whole quarter. And that 3 off the iron and no good. Rebound by MLK. A lot of offensive rebounds for both teams in this one. And that one, almost another rebound. Wow, and it goes off of Rhinebeck, so that counts. Basically. Timeout, Rhinebeck. Coach Vecchione, just his second, although we thought he took 3, but it'll be a quick timeout, so he'll have 4 left, and MLK will have 3. 6:09 left, 34-27, Rhinebeck. Nice. Back here on LMC TV. And that 3 off the front iron. What a play, getting his own rebound. Count the basket. Faizan, he is exciting. He's got 20 points and has about close to 10 rebounds, as he got a rebound there. He had that sequence where he had 4. So he got 5. He's probably got 8 or 9 rebounds.
Rhinebeck was just unaware of his speed. He just rushed in, got that board. A great play to get the foul, put it within 5.
And missed it. Lane violation. Why was he telling the table, no, that's not a foul? Why would he say the number? That was weird. Anyway, Ramos will pop. He was feeling it as he has 4 points, and here comes Keyshawn behind the back, and they triple team him and they strip it. It's like when you see in the NFL when they put the big lineman in to run, and they need like 2 or 3 guys on his back. 2 or 3 guys knock it out of the big fella's hands, and they get it away from him.
Fancy move there. You wouldn't expect it out of the big guy.
But he only got to midcourt when he was swiped, and that's a rebound for Keyshawn. He's only got like 3 or 4 rebounds because we haven't seen him.
He
Ramos.
gets hit hard. He's been hit hard a lot this game.
Faizan?
Yeah.
Well, he's been all over the court, so I mean, he's done the most. He's got 20 of the 29 points for MLK. He's taken most of their shots, although Adonis is taking a lot of shots.
Reinek's already up to their second foul.
Scott DeBoer will come out. Still just the... He had the layup, but he was looking for another guy, and they steal it, and they throw it down. And they can't get a basket by other than Faizan or Adonis, as it's missed by Roos, as he had a layup and he couldn't make it.
Some good defense by Faizan and Adonis.
Great steal by Adonis, and then gave it, and then they threw it forward, and a miss on the three, and Keyshawn Smith uses his height to just grab that rebound, and he passes.
Not that hard when you're that much taller than everybody else.
6'4", Reinek's biggest player, Greenland's probably like 6 feet, 6'1". Oh, in and out. Still can't. McIntosh, still nobody besides Faizan or Adonis has scored. That two is missed by Ramos. Uncharacteristic. Adonis, no good. Rebound. Cross court to Ramos. Ramos to the basket, no good. 2 shots.
It's gonna go to the line again. It's been
Foul
Faizan and
on Roos.
it's been Faizan and Ramos all game.
Irving Roos. What'd you say?
It's been Faizan and Ramos all game at the free throw line.
No, Greenland and Greenland and
Greenland and 5.
But now Ramos.
Ramos heads to the line.
But actually, no, yeah. Cantu, as he's 2 for 3 now, as he made that one. But Greenland was 3 of 5. Cantu, though. But as that one's good. Cantu's 2 of 2. Ramos 3 of 4. And Greenland 3 of 5. So decent percentage for Reinek as they're 9, 11.
And Ramos
8 for 11 for the team.
Yeah, and Ramos hit that nice technical foul free throw at the end of towards the end of the second quarter.
For all his struggles in the first and second quarter, Ramos now has 11 points.
Pretty solid so far.
That ties Greenland. Yeah, Greenland has 11 too.
Wow. Great shot.
Adonis.
Gonna put the game within 4.
He's got 12 points, 36-32. Foul.
It's gonna go to the line.
Jacob Rivas, his second, and we'll see the 4th Panther to go to the free throw line. He'll go for 2. Will Evan Falco, he's got 0 points, so looking to get in the scorer book, and that is in and out, no good. 8 of 12 now from the free throw line as a team. Greenland 3 of 5, Ramos 3 of 4, Cantu 2 of 2, and Falco 0 of 1, and make it 0 of 2, rebounded by Izana. It's got to be at a double-double now, 20 and 10. That's about
Adonis is by
rebound.
himself.
Traveling.
Adonis was by himself in the left corner. Could have some words for Faizan after that play.
And they're not getting back on defense, and Greenland, he's fouled. Foul on Rivas, his 3rd. The coaches on the bench are yelling at the officials. They better watch it. They'll get teed up too. And No good. Funny how they yell while, like, they get upset. Greenland misses it.
You saw what happened at the end of the second quarter with that.
Technical. Misses that again. Rebounded. And up to Adonis. Back iron and good. Good pass. And Adonis has 5 in the second half. And now 9-14 total.
Faison's been a menace on the defensive end. He won't give Greenwald any time to bring it up the court, pressures him right away with a hand in his face.
As they screwed up the scoreboard, it says 38-32. They messed up the scoreboard. New scorekeeper messed up the scoreboard, and they have a correction here. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. We're back on here alongside Alex Weinberg. I'm Troy McGraw, and they missed that. But Rhineck had the, I guess that's when they scored. When they scored, they made it 38, and the scoreboard said 38-32 before they made it. So 38-34, and then bottom line though, it definitely hurt MLK a little bit.
Yeah, it's also a break from the momentum they had.
Foul, 2 shots.
Faison goes to the line. He's been a menace on both sides tonight. Getting those steals on defense, translating it into instant offense, whether that's Adonis or Faison. Just been a little inconsistent from the free throw line. Has a chance to hit 2 here to make it a 1-score game.
Two shots for Faison. He's 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Make it 7 for 11. And he's got 21 points.
As De Silva checks out.
Camaro De Silva was in briefly. 8 of 12. Those are big free throws, and they said a 2-point game, 38-36, as they got the score right. Before they had given, when they scored 32 to 34, they gave them the 30 to make it 38-32, and then they fixed it and we're tied. First time other than Faison and Adonis scoring, Shamel McIntosh, and it's 38 all.
Yeah, he's been trying to get some threes down. That's what he's been trying to do so far. He just hasn't hit a 3. Gets a crucial steal here. He's going in.
And he's got 4 points in 20 seconds. Timeout should be used by Coach Vecchione, but he doesn't.
Quick. The momentum.
It's good. He's playing with the 4 fouls.
I don't know why Vecchione is playing him right now. He's got a lot of players on his bench. He's just not turning to those reserves.
I know, a lot of guys haven't played, like 4 guys. That one goes out. Sloppy by both sides. Another turnover, 1:22 to go, 40-40. That score is correct. And it'll be inbounded by Rhineck.
McIntosh shooting 62% through 2 games. Just hasn't had a lot of opportunities so far this game, but he averages 11 points for the Tigers.
Now that timeout is taken by Coach Vecchione, and Rhineck will have 3 left. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Rhineck ball following their timeout. 40-40 as it's raced up by Heaton, handing off. So they have the 3 guards in here, Heaton, Cantu, and Ramos.
Heaton with the 4 fouls. He's staying in the game.
I think it's 4 fouls. The way, although it's tough for us to see, but I'm pretty sure it was 4 fouls. It's 4 or 3, which is a big difference. But as they turn it over, nonetheless, 1:03 to go. Only thing good is they held the ball for about 20 seconds. So.
Big basket here. Big basket opportunity here to take the lead.
Noah Gonzalez gets in the scoring column. And Gonzalez saves it, goes into the crowd. The 3 in the corner by Heaton, no good. In and out, that would have been that would have been like the end of the first half, where the ball popped around. And they get it back. Greenland lays it in, pass, good pass by Falco. Greenland has 13.
They're going back and forth on offense. Quick basket after quick basket. Rhynek needs to slow it down. That's not their game.
Noah Gonzalez back-to-back baskets. So McIntosh and Gonzalez hadn't scored the whole game, and then they scored back-to-back, and it's stolen by Adonis, and his half-court shot hits the ceiling.
And that's going to go to the half.
Rhynek should get the ball.
There's going to be a second left on the clock. What a turn of events.
0.5 seconds left here, as they'll have the ball. When it was released by Adonis and it hit the ceiling, there was still about, they said
1.5 seconds left.
They said 1.5. I thought they said 0.5, but then the guy on the scoreboard put 1.5 and they haven't done anything. 44-42, MLK, the inbound Falco. He didn't get a spot. 3, and it's off the iron and no good, rattling around. That would have made it 45-44, would have been our second buzzer beater of the game. First by Heaton.
MLK goes into the half with goes into the fourth quarter with the lead. Surprising.
As we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. 44-42, MLK, their first lead to end a quarter of the day. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, entering the fourth quarter, Alex Weinberg and I'm Charlie McGraw, and we have a good game as it's 44-42, both 1 and 2 entering the game, MLK and Rhynek, and behind 22 points from this guy, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2, Faizan.
Just off the front of the rim, almost got an and 1 there. Gets 2 shots, nonetheless. Shooting pretty well actually from the free throw line, 7 for 11.
22 points now for Faizan Romello. And he makes it. Make it 8 of 12. Actually, he was 8 of 12 coming in.
So 9 for 13 now.
And make it 10 for 14. That's a lot of free throws, 14.
He's been fouled a lot.
Because he's driving.
Sloppy.
He's actually the only one still to go to the free throw line, and Ramos somehow keeps it. And it'll be a hard foul, and Greenland will go to the line where he's 50%. 3 for 6.
You saw there.
I think it was Gonzalez, right, with the foul?
Yeah, you saw Ramos try to follow MLK's pace there. And he just can't keep that. That's just not their style. Lost the ball, lucky to have it, as Greenland hits the free throw.
Yeah, that's why they've
tried to slow it down so far.
That's why they've made so many mistakes right now, because they've tried to play the high tempo to MLK, and they can play at a high tempo, but not as high as MLK's. And when they've done that, they've turned it over. Because Greenland makes both free throws.
Faizan brings the ball down the court within a few seconds, just quick to the rim, passes it out, just as we see right now. Just unable to hit some shots.
Nice play, picked up and going right by Smith was Falco, and he gets on the board for the first time.
A complete lack of effort by Keyshawn Smith there. Just no effort to try to get back on that play.
And Adonis with the 2, that's good. I mean, they shoot the ball with less than 10 seconds gone by on the shot clock, does MLK.
I said the key coming into the game was for Rhynek to get above 40 points. They're at 46 right now. It's been a high-tempo game, a high-scoring game with 6 minutes left.
And that's a big play by Keyshawn Smith. 6:40 to go. Brought up here, Keyshawn Smith with a rebound. They push it. 48-46, MLK leads. That was McIntosh.
Coming on of late. That's going to be a travel. McIntosh,
50-46. Coach Vecchione is beside himself.
In his first season, he has a lot to prove coming in. A rough start so far.
He did not. I mean, he did not inherit the. Last year, the team missed the playoffs. They didn't make the playoffs last year. Rhineck. And they just missed the playoffs, but they missed them. Because it'll be brought up by Rhineck. Greenland swinging it. Foul on the big fella, his first or second, Keyshawn Smith. 5 fouls on MLK, 5 fouls on Rhineck, and there's
6 minutes left on the dot.
Exactly. 50-46, Rhineck ball. They're down by 4, 2-possession game. And stolen! Pick in the pocket is Adonis.
He looked for a foul call there, just couldn't get it on that layup.
They did. That's done. Falco.
Drives it in again. Faison.
6 seconds on the shot clock, then let that go. And they'll throw it away as they're going right into their day. That's a travel. But it go right to Greenland, and Greenland lays it home. Timeout, MLK. Greenland.
That's a big momentum play there.
And there's only 1 timeout remaining for MLK. 52-50, 5 minutes, 27 seconds to go. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. You're not going to want to miss the final 5:27. And who knows, maybe overtime. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Alex Weinberg, I'm Sean McGraw. Following the timeout by MLK. Foul. Foul on Cantu, his first. Team 6. 1 more and it'll be 1-1.
Early foul. You saw a lot of fouls in the first half. A lot more in this quarter as well. Another foul.
Coach better watch out. He could be watching the rest of this game from the locker room. Although they don't get LMC in there, but you know what I mean. Screaming at the official. He's already got 1 tech. They got 4 coaches, so it's not like they would. He's going crazy though. Really.
Seems the assistant coach actually.
No, he's the head. Well, he's the head coach.
Yeah.
The guy in the gray is Coach Lorenzen. You know?
Yeah.
Foul on Adonis, his second. That was Faison's third. And that'll be 1-1. 7. I know you probably thought the same thing, but the way the Rhineck was getting the more fouls and stuff, I thought MLK would have got 1-1 first. Instead, Cantu makes the first free throw.
Yeah, they got 3 fouls within the last minute, actually. You had that offensive foul, a foul right here, and then another one on the fast break by Rhineck.
So Cantu has
MLK is about
9.
MLK is about to enter the bonus anyway. Rhineck's about to enter the bonus anyway with 6 fouls.
Well, Rhineck got there first and it helped them tie the game because Cantu tied it up with his 2 free throws. And he has 9 now. This one passing. I think this is the longest in the whole game that they went, and then they turned it over without shooting. Intercepted like a cornerback there, like the jackrabbit to Norris Jenkins in his prime. Faison makes the interception and the layup. What a play!
What a play to give them the lead here late in the game. Air ball.
Faison has 26 now, and that one is good. First bucket of the game for Roos the third, Irving Roos the third, and it's a 4-point lead for MLK. What a save! These plays is just unbelievable by Faison. The interception, that play.
His shiftiness is really, and his intelligence is really coming to play here. That's what a smart play to stay in bounds, throw the ball off of Greenland. Now they keep possession. Just extended their lead. Another chance to make it maybe a 3-possession lead here late in the game.
And now it's clear how Rhineck is the team we feature, because Ryan Ramos has had a decent game. We said he was the player to watch, but we said Keyshawn Smith, and he has really done nothing. And we didn't know about how good Faison is, and he's just been a superstar and that one is good. Noah Gonzalez makes it a 2-possession 58 and a steal. He's got 6. Gonzalez really high, somehow pulling it down. Faizan, as he's got a double-double, and it goes off of him. Vecchione should use a timeout, but it doesn't.
Great series of events here for Rhinebeck. Get the ball back, have a chance to come back in this game.
2 shots for Ramos.
You'd expect someone like Keyshawn Smith with his big frame to have a big impact on the game. He had 6 blocks, 9 rebounds in the last game, as I mentioned earlier. Just, you haven't seen his effort on display. That's really
looks very tired out there.
Yeah.
That one by Ramos is a big one, and it's good.
I mean, Smith is a big man at 230 pounds.
He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. And 5 of 6. Only one he missed was right after the technical foul. And Vecchione calls a timeout, down 4, 58-54, 3:19 to go. MLK ball, as we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, they've been pressing hard whole game, and you think they would there, and it's kind of like a lighter press for Rhinebeck. Still enough time, down 4, 58-54, 3:10 to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts, both actually next foul, MLK's in the bonus, as there's 6, and that one's good. 28 points now, just rolling that in was Faizan, and 60-54.
Keyshawn gets beat again on the post.
Foul on
Keyshawn.
Cole, no points for Cole Hodis, and he'll go to the line in a huge spot. Down 60-54, 2:47 to go. You need all the points you can get.
Yeah, it's a tight game. They scored 54 so far. Trying to make it 56 here.
If we thought they would have, if you would have said before the game the way we were talking, wow, not a good free throw. Someone who doesn't have a point, you could see that as if they have 55 points, we would have thought that they probably would have won, but that's not what it's looking like here. As front iron and just goes through for Hodis.
Donna's playing really aggressive down there.
1.
You see him at the low block. He's always looking to get that shot, but Faizan keeps it for himself most of the time.
I know they want to add to their lead, but they're up. He took it with about 25 seconds to go, and that's a gift for Rhinebeck because 10 seconds come off the clock, and Rhinebeck gets it back to Heaton. That's a 2 in the corner, back, and he's wide open. Keyshawn was nowhere to be found on the rebound, and they're not happy. And the 3 for Cantu is gone! 60-58, Justin Cantu, 2:13 to go. A is Mr. Clutch from 3, and we'll be right back with 2:13 as Rhinebeck trails by 2 here on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Alex Weinberg, I'm Charlie McGraw. 2:10 left following the timeout by Coach Vecchione, and 7 seconds went by on the shot clock. No big deal since they scored, but if they had missed that, that would have been a huge, a bad play.
Coach Lorenzo needs to tell his team to calm the ball down, slow the clock, take some time off the clock, because they're not going to hit every shot.
Missing the layup was Hodis. Out to Ramos for 3, and he in and out, no good. A huge rebound by Faizan, and they'll push it forward.
Almost a sloppy play.
It'll be rebounded. Timeout, Coach Lorenzen for King, and 1:22 to go, 33 seconds on the shot clock, 62-58, King ball. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Alex Weinberg, I'm Charlie McGraw. Let's see, like they're going to actually milk the clock here as much as they could, it looks like, with Faizan. 62-58, 1:10 to go. 1 timeout for each team left.
Smart move by Coach.
And Faison, and oh my God. How do you let them get the rebound like that? Underneath, Gonzalez checks it up. Green, they rebound it, brought up here. And it's good. Layup is good by Heaton. Crazy sequence. The clock runs in high school unless you call timeout, and Vecchio only has one.
They should waste some clock. I don't see any
They should have
reason to shoot
fouled,
here.
and they tried to. Oh, they called a foul despite the travel. Wow, what a terrible call. He traveled.
He definitely traveled on that play. He got bailed out. MLK got bailed out on that play.
He traveled, and then they fouled.
32 seconds left. I mean, they hit these 2 free throws, and they're in cruise control unless you get a big shot from Reineke.
Once again, Section 1 officials continues to amaze me. Every single game, they're just, it's not fair to the athletes. It really isn't.
No.
That was so clear. They've been calling that all game too.
Just in the final, the most important moment, they just can't make that big call.
And then that would have been great drama there. 62-60.
Reineke ball.
Reineke would have called timeout probably. And what is he asking for? They got a break. Because that foul was on who they call? I think Greenland.
His third.
These are big free throws right here.
It's 1-1 because it's just the 7th foul. Ramos, he hasn't been to the free throw line all game, and he misses it back in the iron. Greenland gets it, and it's ripped out of his hands. Oh my God! Not sure how that happens. And escaping out of it and making it was Faison.
Faison's
30 points, and they've helped him all game. The 3 for Greenland is good. Timeout, Coach Vecchio. Down 1, 64-63, 12.7 to go. Final timeout, Reineke. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
What a 3.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, alongside Alex Weinberg, I'm Charlie McGraw. And they inbound, and they steal it! Reineke gets it! Heaney with the 2! Off the back, and it's no good! And now rebounded! Oh my goodness! Heaton had a layup to make it 65-64, and MLK gets so lucky as Heaton missed a wide open layup. You know why? He didn't hit the glass. He went for the rim.
And it bounced twice. Just couldn't get that lucky roll to go in. MLK gets bailed out here.
If he used the glass, he probably would have made it. Instead, the way he went at the basket, it hit the back of the rim. And twice, and it rattled around. I mean, they almost made it, but you got to use the...
And now with the 1-on-1, they're going to send Adonis to the line.
He's got 19 points.
Didn't hit the free 1-on-1 before. Chance to make it a 3-point game.
Actually, 17 points.
And no good. And Keyshawn gets it up, and they foul him once again.
What a great play by Keyshawn there.
That's the play you've been waiting for all game.
Able to use his height to get up there, scoops the ball back into the hands of Adonis, who gets the nice foul.
He was due.
When you're that tall, you have that advantage over the other players for Reineke.
He made it.
The first free throw.
3.2 seconds. No timeouts. You can't advance it. Down 2. Almost hope he makes it here so he can at least set it up. If he misses and stuff, they'll try and hit the rebound. And he does. You need a 3 to tie it into Ramos. Ramos at the buzzer! And it is off the back of the iron from midcourt. They nearly sent it to overtime. Ramos just missing what would have been an LMC play of the decade. Instead, they lose 66-63. What a game.
He didn't shoot well, but that shot was close.
He just missed it. He he had enough confidence basically to spot it up, and he just got it off. I thought he waited too long, but he got it off in time, and he nearly made it. And just unfortunate way Reineke did not play well.
What a treat it was, though. High scoring game, scored 63 points. I said that they had to score more than 40. Just they couldn't play defense as they were able to in those last couple games against North Salem, against Hamilton. Hamilton, North Salem put up 60 points. It just wasn't Rhinebeck who had that offensive input. Tonight they had that offensive input. Just MLK was too strong for Rhinebeck.
So Romello Faison has 30 points, 21 for for Adonis, and for Rhinebeck leading the way. Ramos nearly making that three, which would have been
Huge three. It would have sent it to overtime, which would have been a 5-minute overtime session, or 4 minutes.
And nonetheless, though, what a good game.
What a great game for both teams. Faison showed up big for MLK, and we'll be right back with the post game.
Back on the post-game show with Rhinebeck coach Michael Vecchione. And coach, it was a tough loss out there. You guys looked good. You were up 7 early, and then the kind of things went to a halt there.
Yeah.
What happened?
Execution is big, and when the game was close, I think there was an opportunity there before halftime to pull away, and we didn't. And no matter who the team is, once you let a team stick around, it usually comes back to bite you in the butt. And today was a perfect example of that.
They were playing run and gun. They were shooting with less than 10 seconds gone by on the shot clock, and then you guys kind of were doing that too. Was that that was a problem?
Yeah, absolutely. I think our game plan in a game like this is not to play that style of basketball. We want to slow it down and use some of the game clock and make the other team make mistakes. And today, going into that back and forth game with them was exactly what we didn't want to do, and we fell into the trap, and the score says it all.
And after today's tough loss, you're 1-3 now, and in your first season, where do you go from here? How do you not let this impact you the rest of the season?
I think one thing being here at Rhinebeck, I think we have to get used to overcoming these early obstacles and not just sitting back and, losing is not okay. And we have to really step up and come back to practice tomorrow, focus, and get ready for Solomon Schechter on Monday. And hopefully we'll go from there. A lot of season left, though.
Back here on the post-game show, final score was 66-63 MLK over Rhinebeck. And Alex, it was a great game, and now Rhinebeck is 1-3 and 2-2 for MLK, and it was just a great game overall. And it wound up being almost a one-man show for most of the game for MLK.
Yeah, Romello Faison was great for MLK tonight, dropping 30 points for the Tigers. He kept the pace fast for MLK, allowing them to score a lot on fast breaks, get a lot of foul calls, as we saw with all the fouls in this game. It was also a mistake by Rhinebeck to try to stay with the momentum and with their speed, as that led to a lot of turnovers spread throughout the game.
Yeah, definitely, and it was right. That led to a lot of turnovers as they tried to play with him and weren't able to, and he just took over. And at one point, he had like 20-something of their 30 points. So it was a tough game, and Rhinebeck had this one for a while and stuff, and it's going to be a tough one to rebound from.
In Coach's first season, he's trying to prove himself. They weren't a playoff team last year, trying to get back there. Doesn't look so hopeful going 1-3 to start the year.
But it's very early in the season, and they're just 1-3, so they still got a lot of games left.
Games left.
That's the positive. So a lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the executive director, Matt Sullivan. The community sports producer is Mr. Rob Moretti. For our cameramen, they were Sean Kelly, Matt Meyerson, and Rob Moretti. Once again, for Alex Weinberg, I'm Charlie McGraw saying thanks so much for watching, and have a great evening.